Now let us concentrate upon marketing mix. Marketing mix is a concept originated by Neil H. Borden. According to Neil, marketing mix consists of a list of important elements or ingredients that make up marketing program. A list of the forces that bear on the marketing operations of the firm. लेकिन नील की कंट्रीब्यूशन से ज़्यादा मैककार्थी की कंट्रीब्यूशंस ने मार्केटिंग मिक्स फंक्शन को ज़्यादा पॉपुलर बनाया. Actually, McCarthy introduced the 4Ps concept. 4Ps: product, place, price, and the promotion. Now let us see what these 4Ps are all about. Product. Product means the goods or the services or anything of the value which is offered to the market for exchange. For example, Hero Honda offers the two-wheelers like Splendor, Passion. Splendor and the Passions are known as the product of Hero Honda. Product include not only the physical product but also the extended product or what is offered to the customer by way of after-sales services, handling complaints, availability of the spare parts, etc. Basically, the products are of three types: the core products, the actual products, and the augmented products. The core product is not the tangible, physical product. You can't touch it because the core product is the benefit of the product that makes it valuable for you. So, if we take the example of the car, the benefit is convenience. That is, the ease at which you can go wherever you want to. Another core benefits of the car is its speed, since you can travel around relatively very quickly. Then is the actual product, which is tangible, which is a physical product, which can be touched, from which you can get some use. Again, taking the example of same car, it is the vehicle that you taste drive, that you buy and then collect. So the actual product is the car. And then the augmented product. Again, it is non-physical part of the product. It usually consists of the lots of added value for which you may or may not pay a premium. So when you buy a car, a part of augmented product would be the warranty, the customer service support offered by the car's manufacturer, and any after-sales service. The second and the important P in the marketing mix concept is the price. Price is the amount of the money that customer have to pay to obtain the product. Marketer has to decide the objective of the price setting and also needs to analyze the factors that determine the price and fix a price for the firm's product. कई तरह की प्राइसिंग स्ट्रेटजीज हो सकती हैं, जैसे कि प्रीमियम प्राइसिंग. प्रीमियम प्राइसिंग की अगर हम एग्जांपल लें तो जो लग्जरीज होटल प्राइजेस चार्ज करते हैं, जैसे ताज होटल्स, एक दिन के एक रूम का रेंट 50,000 रुपीज प्लस भी हो सकता है. पेनिट्रेटिंग प्राइसिंग. The price charged for the products and services is set artificially low in order to gain the market share. For example, the price set by Sky TV, which is comparatively low. Economy pricing. Economy pricing is no-frill low pricing. Supermarkets offer the economy pricing. You go to Reliance Retails or Walmart, you'll find the economy pricing. Then is the skimming pricing. This is where the company charge a high price because it has a substantial competitive advantage. For example, the manufacturers of the digital watches used a skimming approach in the year 1970s. Then is the psychological pricing, which uses the emotions rather than the rational basis. For example, the Bata offering 299 rupees and not the 300 rupees. Then there are other pricing strategies like product line pricing, optional product pricing, promotional pricing. For example, buy one get one free schemes offered by the companies. Then there can be geographical pricing and then the value pricing. The value pricing is what the McDonald's people are doing these days. Now there are some of the factors which affect the price determination. Price determine होता है depending upon the product cost और प्रोडक्ट कॉस्ट में हम इंक्लूड करते हैं कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कॉस्ट। फिर प्राइस हमें इस बात पे ध्यान पे रख के चार्ज करना होता है कि जो यूटिलिटी प्रोडक्ट कंज्यूमर को दे रहा है, क्या कंज्यूमर ने उतनी यूटिलिटी डिमांड की थी, and what is the equality between the utility and the demand of the product, as the consumer would like to pay the price which equates the utility। और फिर हमें यह भी ध्यान में रखना होता है कि what is the price that competitors are charging, are there any government and legal restrictions on the prices, then we have to keep into mind the pricing objective, whether the company want to maximize the price in the short run, or the company want to maximize the price in the long run, and today the company just want to maximize the sales. Then we have to see that what is the marketing method. Are the freebies being offered by the company, or the company is offering the free home deliveries? And if it is doing so, then the prices are set accordingly. Next P is the promotion. Promotion includes all the tools which are available for the marketer for marketing communications. If we consider Neil Borden's marketing mix, the marketing communications has its own promotion mix, and Neil says that the promotion mix are personal selling, sales promotion, public relations, direct mail, trade fair and exhibition, advertising, and sponsorship. The next P in marketing mix concept is the place which is also known as the channel distribution or intermediary. It is the mechanism through which the goods and the services are moved from the producer to the consumer. There are various types of channel intermediaries like wholesalers, agents, retailers, internet, overseas distributors, direct marketing, that is from the manufacturer to the ultimate consumer, and many more. Now let us understand these channels one by one. Wholesalers. होलसेलर्स वो लोग होते हैं जो बल्क कमोडिटीज को स्मॉल पैकेजेस में ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं और फिर रिटेलर्स को उसकी रीसेल करते हैं। ये लोग प्रोड्यूसर्स से गुड्स बाय करते हैं और रिटेलर्स को रीसेल करते हैं। होलसेलर्स गुड्स का टाइटल या ओनरशिप लेते हैं, whereas the agent do not take any ownership or the title of the goods, they just transfer the goods. But the wholesalers take the title, take the entire responsibility of selling the goods, and then transfer the goods to the retailers. Wholesalers storage facility provide करते हैं. To take an example, the cheese manufacturers seldom wait for their produce to mature. They sell the produce to the wholesalers, and the wholesalers will store it and then eventually resell to the retailers. The second type of channel intermediary is the agent. एजेंट्स को हम नॉर्मली इंटरनेशनल मार्केटिंग में यूज करते हैं बिकॉज एजेंट्स गुड्स की ओनरशिप नहीं लेते हैं, दे आर सिंपली अ वे टू ट्रांसफर द गुड्स फ्रॉम वन कंट्री टू द अनदर कंट्री। एजेंट्स का मेन काम क्या होता है कि ये प्रोड्यूसर के बिहाफ पे ऑर्डर्स लेते हैं और प्रोड्यूसर्स को वो ऑर्डर देने के लिए कमीशन चार्ज करते हैं। लेकिन एक स्टॉकिस्ट एजेंट्स भी होते हैं, दोज हु होल्ड द कंसाइनमेंट स्टॉक, दे स्टोर द स्टॉक but the title will remain with the producers. And this approach is used where the goods need to get into the market soon after the order is placed. For example, the foodstuffs. Then the another type of channel distributor is the retail. Retailer have a much stronger personal relationship with the consumer. क्योंकि एक रिटेलर के पास कई तरह के ब्रांड्स होते हैं, कई तरह के प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं, और कंज्यूमर का प्रोडक्ट से जब एक्सपोजर होता है तो वो रिटेलर के थ्रू होता है। द रिटेलर विल गिव द फाइनल सेलिंग प्राइस टू द प्रोडक्ट। रिटेलर्स ऑफन हैव अ स्ट्रॉन्ग ब्रांड देमसेल्व्स। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, भारती वॉलमार्ट, पेंटालून रिटेल्स, बिग बाजार, रिलायंस रिटेल्स, एटसेट्रा। द नेक्स्ट चैनल of intermediary or the distribution is the internet which is being widely used as a channel of distribution now. The internet has the geographical dispersed market. इंटरनेट का मेन एडवांटेज क्या है कि इसकी ऑडियंस वाइड है। There are companies who actually started with the internet marketing of the products rather than physical distribution. जैसे कि डेल ने जब अपने लैपटॉप्स इंट्रोड्यूस किए तो सबसे पहले इन्होंने इंटरनेट मार्केटिंग ही की थी। Amazon अपने आप में एक वर्चुअल बुक शॉप है। Amazon का कोई फिजिकल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम नहीं होता. You can place the orders for the book by using the Amazon site. Then there is a paradigm shift in commerce and consumption, which benefits distribution via the internet. Now, let us understand what are the functions of the channels of distribution. The important functions performed by the channel of distribution are sorting. Middlemen goods को sort करते हैं depending upon the nature and the size of the goods. They accumulate the goods to ensure the regular supply of the goods. They help in allocation. They also help in product promotion by participating in the events organized by the manufacturer. इन्हीं सब चैनल्स को हम फर्दर टू कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, डायरेक्ट चैनल एंड द इनडायरेक्ट चैनल. The direct channel is one where the manufacturer sells the commodities directly to the consumer. For example, Amway, Amazon, Dell, etc. The indirect channels are multi-level channels. There can be one level, two level or three level channels. One level channel is when the manufacturer supply the goods to the retailer and the retailer supply to the consumer. Two-level channel is when the manufacturer supply the goods to wholesaler, then the wholesaler will transfer the goods to retailer and the retailer will sell the final goods to the ultimate consumer. In case of three-level channel, manufacturer agent को goods supply करता है, agent wholesaler को देता है और wholesaler retailers के पास goods supply करता है and then finally retailer sell the goods to the consumer. Now let us move on to the better understanding of the product. As we have discussed about the product in the marketing mix exercise, now we are classifying the product into two different categories, the consumer product and the industrial product. Consumer products. Consumer products वो products होते हैं जो कि कंज्यूमर या यूजर अपनी पर्सनल सेटिस्फैक्शन के लिए, अपनी पर्सनल नीड्स के लिए बाय करता है. These products can be studied on the basis of the factors like the extent of the shopping efforts involved and the durability of the product. On the basis of extent of shopping efforts involved, product can be the convenience product. Convenience product वो product होता है which can be purchased on frequently but with a very less efforts. For example, newspapers, pens, ice creams, etc. इन products को regularly और continuous basis पे buy किया जाता है. They are bought from the convenience locations and these are bought in a small units and at the low prices. कंपटीशन इनमें जनरली हाई होता है, इसलिए सेल्स प्रमोशन एक्टिविटीज और स्मॉल इंसेंटिव्स सेल्स को बढ़ाने में मदद करते हैं. देन देयर आर शॉपिंग प्रोडक्ट्स. शॉपिंग प्रोडक्ट्स वो प्रोडक्ट होते हैं जिनको परचेज करने के लिए कंज्यूमर एक कंसिडरेबल टाइम इन्वेस्ट करता है और एक कंपैरेटिव स्टडी भी अंडरटेक करता है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द सूटेबिलिटी, द प्राइस, द क्वालिटी, स्टाइल एटसेट्रा फ्रॉम द सेवरल स्टोर्स. For example, jewelry, water purifiers, air conditioners, furnitures, etc. Generally, shopping products durable होते हैं, इनका high price होता है and they allow high profit margins to the retailers. So, इन products की सेल्स को बूस्ट करने में रिटेलर्स बहुत मेजर रोल प्ले करता है बिकॉज रिटेलर यहाँ पे ऐसे पर्सन होते हैं दोज हु कैन परसुएड द कंज्यूमर्स टू बाय दीज प्रोडक्ट्स. Then under this category there is a specialty product. Specialty product के वो प्रोडक्ट होते हैं जिनके कुछ स्पेशल फीचर्स होते हैं और कंज्यूमर बाइंग डिसीजन में बहुत टाइम लेता है. द एग्जाम्पल्स आर आर्टिस्टिक और एंटीक प्रोडक्ट्स, द पेंटिंग्स एटसेट्रा. ये प्रोडक्ट थोड़े कॉस्टली होते हैं और इसकी डिमांड भी रिलेटिवली लिमिटेड होती है, रीजन बीइंग द नंबर ऑफ बायर्स इज ऑल्सो स्मॉल. The second factor which we discussed earlier was on the basis of durability. ड्यूरेबिलिटी के आधार पर प्रोडक्ट को हम दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, ड्यूरेबल प्रोडक्ट एंड द नॉन ड्यूरेबल प्रोडक्ट. ड्यूरेबल प्रोडक्ट वो प्रोडक्ट होते हैं जिनको हम बार बार यूज करते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल द फर्नीचर, द रेफ्रिजरेटर, कार्स एटसेट्रा. And non-durable products are those products which are consumed in one or the few uses, for example, the soaps, the shampoos, etc. Then the second broad category under the heading product is the industrial product. Industrial products are the products which are used as the input for the production of the other products. The demand for these products is derived from the demand of the consumer products. For example, cotton, machinery, lubricants, etc. इन प्रोडक्ट्स के बायर्स स्मॉल इन नंबर होता है और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल भी बहुत स्मॉल होता है. The markets are highly concentrated and technology is a significant factor in case of these products. Industrial products can further be classified as the material and the parts, which include the raw material like crude petroleum, the manufactured material like tires for the cars, all the bulbs, etc. And the second classification is the capital goods like the mainframe computers, the elevators, the plant,